Raiders Nation, buckle up, because the Las Vegas Raiders just dropped a bombshell that's shaking the NFL world. On Thursday, July 24th, 2025, our beloved Silver and Black made headlines by releasing star defensive tackle Christian Wilkins, a move that's got every fan buzzing with questions. Was this a power play by Coach Pete Carroll and GM John Spytek? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? This isn't just a roster change, it's a statement, and we're diving deep into what it means for our Raiders. Last offseason, the Raiders signed Wilkins to a massive 4-year, $110 million contract, with $82.75 million guaranteed, expecting him to be the cornerstone of our defensive line alongside Max Crosby. But after just 5 games in 2024, a devastating Jones fracture in his left foot sidelined him for the season. Now, the Raiders have not only cut him, but voided $35.2 million in guaranteed money, citing how he handled his rehab. This is huge. Raiders Nation, what's your take on this bold move? The team statement was as sharp as a dagger. We have decided that it is in the best interest of the organization to move on from Christian Wilkins. With no clear path or plan for future return to play from Christian, this transaction is necessary. That's not just a release, it's a public call-out. The Raiders are saying Wilkins didn't meet their commitment to excellence. But is that the full story, or are they sending a message to the locker room? Let's unpack this drama. Here's the kicker. The NFLPA filed a grievance on Wilkins' behalf, challenging the voided guarantees, and this fight is far from over. Did Wilkins really drop the ball on his rehab? Or are the Raiders playing hardball to set a new tone under Carroll's leadership? Drop your thoughts in the comments, Raiders Nation, because this is one of the spiciest Las Vegas Raiders news stories of the offseason. Let's rewind to October 2024, when the Las Vegas Raiders were battling the Denver Broncos in a tough 34-18 loss. In Week 5, Christian Wilkins, our prized free agent signing, went down with a Jones fracture, a break in the 5th metatarsal of his left foot. This wasn't just a minor setback. It required season-ending surgery and sent shockwaves through Raiders Nation. Wilkins, who had 17 tackles, 2 sacks, and 6 quarterback hits in just 5 games, was supposed to be our defensive anchor. A Jones fracture typically takes 3 to 4 months to heal, but by May 2025, during OTAs, Wilkins still wasn't ready to practice. The Raiders placed him on the physically unable to perform PUP list just last week, signaling trouble in his recovery. Reports from ESPN and The Athletic suggest the team believed Wilkins needed a second surgery to fix lingering issues, but Wilkins, after seeking multiple medical opinions, opted for therapy and rehab instead. Raiders Nation, do you think he made the right call? Or should he have followed the team's advice? This disagreement over treatment sparked major tension. The Raiders voided $35.2 million in guaranteed money on June 4th, 2025, claiming Wilkins failed to maintain his physical condition to play. That's a bold accusation for a player who was a standout with the Miami Dolphins, racking up 9 sacks in 2023. The NFLPA's grievance argues that Wilkins' rights under the Collective Bargaining Agreement, CBA, which protect a player's autonomy to choose their treatment after consulting team doctors, were violated. This is getting messy. Folks, what side are you on? Here's where it gets wild. Just days before training camp, on July 21st, a video surfaced of Wilkins dancing in the Raiders' weight room, out of his boot. Fans went nuts, with some praising his progress and others questioning his commitment. Could this video hurt his grievance case? Or does it show he was trying to get back on the field? Hit the comments and let's debate this, Raiders Nation. Coach Pete Carroll and GM John Spytek aren't messing around, Raiders Nation. On Friday, July 25th, 2025, Carroll addressed the media, saying the decision to release Wilkins took a long time and that there was no clear path for his return. This wasn't a snap judgment. It was a calculated move to set the tone for a new era in Las Vegas. The Raiders' statement about their commitment to excellence feels like a direct shot at Wilkins, implying he didn't meet the standard. But is this really about rehab, or is it about control? The financial stakes are massive. Wilkins' contract included a $24 million signing bonus, with $57.5 million fully guaranteed at signing. He's already earned about $49.7 million for his 5 games in 2024, but the Raiders are now off the hook for the remaining $35.2 million if the void holds. That's a $17.925 million cap hit in 2025 and $55.025 million in 2026, but it frees up cash for new signings. Raiders Nation, do you think this was a smart financial move? Or did we just lose a game-changer for nothing? Carroll's history with the Seattle Seahawks shows he's all about team culture and discipline. By cutting Wilkins, a former first-round pick with 372 career tackles, 22.5 sacks, and 56 quarterback hits, the Raiders are sending a message: follow our lead or get out. But here's the rub. Some insiders, like Omar Kelly on X, argue this doesn't add up, given Wilkins' reputation as a hard worker in Miami. Could the Raiders be flexing too hard, risking a PR hit and a loss in the grievance hearing? What's next for the defensive line? The Raiders are turning to Adam Butler, Zach Carter, Leki Fotu, Jonah Laulu, Tonka Hemingway, and J.J. Pege, with Tyree Wilson getting reps inside. They even worked out veteran Quentin Jefferson this week. Is this group ready to fill Wilkins' shoes? Or are we in for a rough ride? Let's hear your predictions in the comments, Raiders Nation, because the silver and black are rolling the dice. Now, let's talk about Christian Wilkins' next chapter. As a vested veteran, he avoids waivers and can sign with any team, but his foot injury is a massive question mark. NFL insider Diana Rossini reported that Wilkins is already scheduling visits and physicals with other teams, but his health will determine his market. At 29, with a proven track record, 372 tackles, 22.5 sacks, and a monster 2023 season with Miami, he's still a hot commodity when healthy. Raiders Nation, where do you think Wilkins lands next? The NFLPA's grievance is the real wild card here. Under the CBA, players have the right to seek second medical opinions and choose their treatment, as long as they consult team doctors. The Raiders claim that Wilkins failed to maintain his condition could be shaky, especially if he followed advice from other doctors. Forbes notes this raises bioethical concerns about player autonomy, comparing it to past NHL disputes. If Wilkins wins, the Raiders could owe him $35.2 million, with any new contract potentially offsetting that amount. What's your take on this legal battle, fans? That gym video of Wilkins dancing has stirred the pot further. Some fans on X are joking that minority owner Tom Brady saw it and pulled the plug, but others argue it shows Wilkins was rehabbing in his own way. The timing is brutal, though, as it could sway arbitrators in the grievance hearing. Raiders Nation, does this video make you question Wilkins' commitment, or is it just a distraction? Drop your thoughts below. As we look ahead, the Las Vegas Raiders are moving forward with a new defensive identity. Coach Carroll's focus on culture means no one spot is safe, and that's exciting for a team looking to rebound from a 4-13 season. Raiders Nation, let's rally behind the silver and black. Smash that like button, drop your hot takes in the comments, subscribe for the latest Las Vegas Raiders news, and share this video with your fellow fans. Who's ready to see our Raiders dominate in 2025? Let's go. This release isn't just about Christian Wilkins. It's about the direction of the Las Vegas Raiders under Pete Carroll and John Spytek. Last season was rough, with injuries piling up. Max Crosby needed ankle surgery. Malcolm Kuntz tore his ACL, and now Wilkins saga. The Raiders finished 4-13, but Carroll's track record suggests he's building a no-nonsense culture. Is this the reset we need to get back to the playoffs? Or are we risking too much by cutting talent like Wilkins? Let's talk, Raiders Nation. The financial angle is critical. By voiding Wilkins' guarantees, the Raiders are betting on cap flexibility to rebuild. Spotrac reports they had $59.6 million in cap space after restructuring Wilkins' deal in March 2025, and this move could free up more. But if the NFLPA wins the grievance, that $35.2 million could haunt us. Plus, with a thin defensive tackle group, are we ready to compete in a tough AFC West? Who should the Raiders target next? Drop your dream signings in the comments. The fan base is split. Some of you on X are cheering the Raiders for laying down the law, while others feel Wilkins got a raw deal. NFL insider Omar Kelly, who covered Wilkins in Miami, said, "None of this adds up," hinting at deeper issues. Could this be a misstep by a new regime trying to prove a point? Or is it the tough, love our team needs? Your voice matters, Raiders Nation. Let's hear it in the comments. As we close this chapter, the Las Vegas Raiders are at crossroads. The 2025 season is a chance to redefine who we are, and every move counts. Stay locked in for more Las Vegas Raiders news as we head into training camp. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and share this video with every Raiders fan you know. Together, we'll ride this roller coaster and cheer our team to glory. Let's go, Silver and Black.